Seriously? That's what happens in a tiny little kitchen. All right, so I decided to come on last minute. I'm going to make a Panko crusted halibut, and you're going to help me.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm just here to sip the wine.
So this is a really, really simple... you can use this for anything, too. You can use this for salmon. You can use this for chicken, if you want. Any kind of fish, really. So basically your base for the panko to stick on is going to be either mayo or Dijon mustard, and then you're going to take all those panko like flavorings that we're going to add, and it's going to become like the crust, and then we're going to sear it on the stovetop for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to put it in the oven at 425 for 5 to 6 minutes, and it'll finish off in there, and you bring it out, and it's super easy. You know, you can't.
I prefer the panko to breadcrumbs because it gives it that crispy little crunch.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start with seasoning the halibut real quick.
Okay.
Actually, beforehand, just so I can get this off of here. So I'm gonna take the Japanese breadcrumbs. These are the panko.
That was hot.
Which one did you just touch?
The back burner. I didn't know you used that. I literally just put my hand right on it.
Why did you touch it?
I was going to put this bowl on the side.
Happy Monday!
Yep, that's going to be a good first ingredient.
I know. All right, so panko crumbs are Japanese breadcrumbs. This is what we usually use. Now, you can find them. Cento has them, the Italian brand. You can get them there. These are perfect when you're making like chicken cutlets. I love panko crumbs. You can use both too. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a cup of panko crumbs.
Okay.
So if you could do that.
Got that.
We mince 2 garlic cloves. So he's going to mince 2 garlic cloves for me, a cup of panko crumbs. And I just took some time. Can I get it? I took time and I took the little leaves off. Super simple. Always just go like this. It grows up. You want to go the opposite way down. And I just chop that up, and that's what I'm going to add to those panko crumbs, because the panko crumbs have no flavoring. Those have no flavor in them at all. And I'm just going to put that right in there. And you're going to mince the 2 garlic cloves.
Gotcha.
If you can mince some some lemon zest, that would be great. So you could do that too.
Let me reach here.
Okay.
Grab the.
It should be sharp enough.
Yep.
We're gonna add a teaspoon. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Italian oregano. Actually, this is Italian seasoning. We're just gonna add Italian seasoning in there as well. And to wake the herbs up, especially when they're dry, just rub it in between your hands. It wakes up the oil, like it gets the oils and it wakes up the herbs a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna shred that in there.
The halibut's typically a northern Pacific, up near Alaska fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there are Atlantic breeds.
One of my favorite halibut is such a good.
It's one of the best fish for you.
Oh my gosh. Some pepper.
There's not really. There's high in vitamins and.
Well, I mean, I think all fish are pretty good for you.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna add. So I added some pepper in there. I'm gonna add some salt now too.
It's actually the largest of the bony fish.
Oh, really?
Small breeds, yeah.
Huh. All right, and now what else I'm going to add? I'm going to actually add some crispy onions in there as well, because I think that's going to give it like a nice little
crunch.
Yeah. So you can use like almonds too if you want. So you can make an almond crusted fish. Same procedure. You're just going to obviously crush the almonds up and then put them in the panko. But I'm going to use some crispy onions because I have that in there, and I figure that would really give it like a nice little flavor too.
All
so
right.
if you could just put that in there as well.
How much of that do you want in?
You can just eyeball that, you know. So while you do that, I'm going to take the fish and I'm going to season the fish. I usually get my fish from Whole Foods. If there is a fish market around, I think there's a couple around here, but they're closed right now. But I like to get my fish from Whole Foods. I just feel like their fish is always like this. If fish should not smell like fish,
no.
It should smell like seawater.
That is such a good tip because I never knew that.
Yeah, because when people go, the regular store, they're buying fish, and sometimes they get home and they're like, "Why does it smell so bad?" And Fish is not supposed to smell like that. So a lot of places, I'm not saying every place, but a lot of places what they do is they put it out, they put it back in the freezer, so it's sitting in that thing where you see it, and then they put it back in the and so it's like freezing and then defrosting, freezing, defrost. So it's like this back and forth like thing. So, but I always, every time I go to Whole Foods, I've had good luck with it, and it always smells fresh. So,
I am so hungry right now that just me mincing the garlic is just driving me crazy here.
Big guy out of here.
I love fish. I mean, you know, especially with like a good glass of white wine.
So this is a big chunk that I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. See how meaty it is?
Yeah.
It's bony, right? Do you?
You can check. You can feel it. Like I think I've done this before, where even salmon, when you buy it, you should always check to see if there's little bones. But usually when you buy these guys, they usually don't have that much in them.
Right.
So I'm just gonna cut this into four portions.
Now you don't. We're just using mayo and mustard, like you said, or mustard, right? Instead of egg.
You can.
For the breading.
Yes. So you can pick one or the other. You can pick Dijon mustard if you would like, or you can pick mayo. It's totally up to you. So instead of like breading it in egg and all that, you're not doing any of that. So you're just gonna add a single layer. I'll show it to you guys of either Dijon mustard or mayo. Totally up to you on what you would prefer. But all right, so I'm gonna season the little portions that I just did.
Okay.
Put a little bit of salt here on the cutting board so I can season this up. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sear it in the cast iron, and then we're gonna finish it off in the oven.
It's looking like it's gonna downpour outside.
I know.
I don't know.
This weather's crazy. Well, it's like the rest of 2020.
Right.
Just crazy. All right. So salt and pepper.
It's like being married to this one here.
Excuse me?
A little crazy.
All right. So I seasoned that. I'm going to get my cast iron going. A little hot here. Rick, I'm going to do... So I'm just going to use one of the mayo. I have vegan mayo actually in the fridge, so that's what I'm going to use. But we don't have regular mayo right now. But it's avocado oil-based mayo.
Actually, it tastes pretty close.
Yeah, you can use regular mayo, totally. Regular mayo is totally fine. And then I'm just going to use... So 2 of them I'm going to use with the vegan mayo, and 2 of them I'm going to do with the Dijon mustard. So...
Julie said she loves all your recipes.
Oh, thank you.
And,
all right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit of this.
Chris Bogue, happy birthday, brother.
All right, so I'm going to start with the Dijon first. So I'm just taking a little brush, one of my little kitchen brushes, and I'm just going to brush on, and I'll bring it over to you.
I'm making a mess over here, by the way.
Well, that's why I gave you that job. At least you're doing it in the bowl, right?
Well, I mean, kind of.
All right. I'm just going to show this so they could see it. So you're just brushing the top. You're just brushing the top of the fish. So you're doing that just on the top. So there's nothing on the bottom. And then this is where that panko mixture is going to stick onto this. So this is kind of acting like a glue for it, so it just can stick right on top.
I'm still working on grating everything here. Got the lemon. I got the garlic's done. The garlic's done.
All right.
There's never enough garlic.
I gotta make sure my pot doesn't get too hot then, since you're not.
Since I'm a little slow.
Yeah.
She's basically just calling me slow, which is true. If I go any faster, I'll be like chopping fingers off and stuff.
Do you want me to do that?
No, I am capable of doing something.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm pretty
know.
sure I can handle.
All right, so I'm going to brush the other 2 with that vegan mayo that I have, but if you have regular mayo, you could totally use that too. Now, this is something that I know a lot of people, I don't know if some people have tried it or not, but if you've ever had grilled cheese with mayo instead of butter on the crust, it is fantastic. It is so delicious. Like, when somebody told me that once, I was like, what? And then I tried it, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, let me throw throw this
I
out.
like, with the grilled cheese, I like to take...
All right, that's perfect.
All right, good. With the grilled cheese, I like to take a little bit of...
All right, I'm going to have to move this off because this is going to start getting too hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this other stuff off here.
You know, you could just tap it. It'll fall right off.
Does it work like that?
Yeah.
Really?
It does.
I just figured because of the moisture, it
letting
would
you
just get stuck.
Do you put parsley in the... You totally can. You can use any fresh herbs. All my herbs I don't have anymore now, but you can use parsley. You can use rosemary. You can use thyme. Whatever herb you would like, you could totally put in that. All right, so this is the mixture right now that we have going. So it's... I don't know why I get my tippy toes every time I do that.
Just to make me look shorter.
No. So that onion mixture that we use, if you just want, it's just crispy onions.
Look,
Okay.
I could eat them by like the handful.
And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a little bit of olive oil too.
And put it in that?
Yeah, just a little bit, like 2 teaspoons or so. Maybe, I would say maybe 2 tablespoons instead, because that's a lot of breadcrumbs.
Do you, are you laying lemon wedges on top of this at all? Or?
No.
No?
No, because you want the panko crumbs to be crispy.
Oh, good point.
All right, so I added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to this. And now I'm going to add this on top of the fish.
So you're not rolling it like or like tossing it like you would when you're breading anything else. You're kind of just putting it right down on top of the fish.
Once I do this, if you want to grab one and then just show it, and then you're not flipping it in the pan, you're putting it right into the oven. Just be careful.
You're doing both. Yeah, I know. I already burnt my hand once.
Yeah. Just grab it slowly.
All right.
Yeah. Like that.
All right. So
press it
it'll
down.
get crusted like that, and you press it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you flip? You do both sides?
Nope.
Really?
Just the top.
Okay.
We're not it's not like a it's just a topping to it. You know what I mean?
Sorry for the hand washing here. You gotta keep clean.
All right.
Patty is allergic to fish. Chicken. It'll work with chicken too.
Like I said, you can totally do chicken, like chicken breast, chicken thighs, which I actually love chicken thighs. I think they're so delicious, and I think they don't get used as much as they should.
Patty, is that all fish in general? Just shellfish, or I know a lot of people that have fish allergies.
Yeah,
a lot of them are shellfish.
my mom actually can't have shrimp. Shrimp and strawberries, my mom. All right, so now I put a little bit of olive oil in the pan.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the bottom part of the fish, so not the crust part, the bottom part, and just put it right into the pan. Okay? And then, I'm just going to lay it out.
Julie said her Nona does a similar mixture, but adds grated pecorino.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but since this is a fish, I'm not going to add pecorino. You totally can, though, if you would like. I usually add the pecorino if I'm making, like, chicken cutlets.
Oh, yeah. Your chicken cutlets are amazing.
I'm telling you, if you use panko crumbs, you will, your chicken cutlets are going to be completely different than what everybody's used to. Unless you've already tried it, obviously. But Okay, so this is just going to sear for about 3 to 4 minutes or so. And then we're going to put it in the oven at 425 for about 5 to 6 minutes. So that's still going. You just put these guys away.
And that's all it really takes, right?
That's all it takes. And then I'm gonna serve it with some couscous. The kids love couscous, and some salad. And that's just a pretty basic but simple little dinner, you know. And it's a healthy little dinner too.
Yeah. So
All right. So that's that. You just
all the past cooking things that we've done for Big Eat's Small Kitchen are now up on Roberta's
on the YouTube
channel.
Yep.
It's Roberta Pipito or Homemade Delish.
Either or, they could probably find me on there. But yeah, any other recipes or things that people haven't seen, or it's up.
We're also going to be doing a live cooking segment with somebody soon. So.
Also, I wanted to let you guys know. I think this week, because I gotten so many requests from so many people. We're going to try to do more of the requests that you guys asked for. I am going to try to make pão de queijo, which is the Brazilian cheese bread, from scratch. I am going to try to make also the passion fruit mousse, where we eat that a lot in Brazil too. But we've also gotten requests for stromboli. We've gotten requests for crab cakes. What else?
I got a whole list of, they're on my phone.
Yeah, but if you guys have any like requests on what you would like to see, let us know, because I will totally give it a try and see what I can come up with. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It was really simple. I will put the recipe up, and I'll put the pictures up, obviously, so you guys can see it.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much all it takes. And you're not going to flip it. You're not flipping that fish at all. You're just putting it in the oven, and it's going to cook all the way through. But if you are doing it with chicken, it is a little bit different. You are going to have to check the temperature to make sure that the chicken is completely cooked through. Fish is a little bit easier because fish cooks between 3 to 5 minutes depending.
Right. All right. So I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll put the recipe up later, and like I said, all the videos are up from before. So.
All right. Hope you guys have a great week.
All right.